G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son, and we're going on with Aces of Valor from Legion War Games. We've finished our first mission and we're about to go on with the second one. In the first mission, as you may recall, we lost Heinrich and Rudolf. We had Eric posted out, which was a bit of a pain, and we had Carl damaged, and we're recovering him this turn, and he picked up a skilled marker as well. So at the moment we are down to 5 people, being Oswald and Bruno, which are double zeros. We have Fritz, who's a 0-1, Werner a 1-0, and Ernst a 2-1. So we only have 5 aircraft left to use at the moment. What else? I think we ended up with 3 mission points last time. So we used 1 to recover, and we've used 1 to get 1 victory point. And for a short mission, we need a minimum of 13 for a minor victory. So that's where we stand at the moment. We're using the opposing doctrines for British and Germans, so the Germans don't have offensive patrols. Prevailing wind for glide distances. Which didn't really affect us. Ammunition limits, which was it did affect us at the end because we were basically out of ammo and hopefully we didn't run into anybody else. Breaking off not automatic and inferior Entente guns, which I'm not sure if I remembered that all the time or not. So anyway, we're also using the post-mission events, and that's where we lost Eric to being posted out. So that was that. And we end up with Oswald to replace him, I believe. So, getting on to this, again, update current mission marker. So we go up to mission 2 of 8 for our short campaign. Draw mission card. So here we go, and it's going to be artillery spotting, 3 fighters and 1 2-seater. Direct artillery in a random enemy trench sector. Roll 2 dice 6. Okay, so let's do that first. 2 dice 6, and we get 8. 8 is trench sector F. Righto, so boop, boop, boop. That's not too bad for us. It's down here. And it says conduct up to 3 attempts. And MPs equals total of successful attempts. So 3 fighters and 1 2-seater. Choose aircraft for mission. Okay. So we really want air-to-air coverage for this more than anything else. So they're going to take Ernst and Werner. And I think we'll take one of the... I think we had Oswald before. We didn't have Bruno. So we're going to take Bruno with us. And then a 2-seater. Oh, whoops. It's them, not me. Here are our 2-seaters. We'll do a bit of a mixy. And we've got this one who is a 0-1. two-seater. So that is our aircraft. The first thing we were supposed to do was actually weather as well. So let's come back over here. We roll on the weather table. Yeah. And we're going to roll a 3. So we have light clouds this time, which gives us -1 to artillery spotting and photo recon, which is not all that great when we're doing artillery spotting. Righto, next. What else? That's it. So we can get into the flight phase, I believe. So let's do that. Okay, determine status of damaged aircraft. We have none. We'll just stick this back over here so you can see what's going on. In fact, I'm going to pull these dice out because I don't know how well you can really see them, and I will exchange those. Just give me a tick. Rightio, back again. So we're going to use the white dice for the Germans. I don't always use the right ones for the right ones, but that's okay. So we'll just go that way. Okay, so there's no damaged aircraft at all. Move flight, and I think we'll just come straight down to start with. Let's come over this way so you can see, like that. There's no anti-aircraft or ground fire, so we do a flight event check. We're in friendly rear, so only 11 and the 12 are bad for us, and that's fine. And we move our turn track down 1. We come back over, down again, move our turn track 1, roll for another event. Ooh, not quite. Move over to Cambrai. Roll for another event. No. Move over the woods. A 12. We have an event. Dun, dun, dun. We're in the friendly rear. Okay. 12. Enemy fighters. Okay. So it says enemy fighters, roll 1 die 6 number of enemy fighters in the sector, proceed to air combat sequence. Okay, 1 die 6. Ouch. Please be good. Oh, well, let's see how many there are. 3 of them. Okay, so let's come over here. And I've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm down 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Okay, so 3 enemy fighters. Here are the enemy fighters. They're all tier 1 because this is my training campaign effectively. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Okay. So they have Andrew, who's a 1-0. William, who's a 0-0, and Alfred, who is a 0-0. Right. Oh, enemy fighters. So I'm going to put us out first because I take it that the enemy fighters are going to be trying to bounce us. We don't need to go over that far, so let's come back over here. Okay, we'll just start left to right. So Ernst is a 6, plus 2 is an 8. Plus 4 is a 12. Werner is a 6, plus 1 is a 7, plus 5 is a 12. Bruno is a 6, plus 2 is an 8. No good. And our 2-seater is a 4, plus 4 is an 8. Okay, so we got high cover, and we've got escorting right on the spot. Okay, first one for Andrew. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to write for roll for Detection check first, because it might have given us more. Okay, let's try that first. Okay, so detection check first. Let's see if they detect us. It's a 9. Best friendly air skill is a 2, so that takes it to 11. Best enemy air skill is a 1, takes it to 10. And we have a 2-seater, so that takes it to 9. You spot enemy first. Player may choose to engage or evade. Ooh. +1 to your initiative in first round if you choose to engage. I don't think we will engage. That doesn't really make sense. Not when we're trying to get out there. We duck into the light clouds and get away with it. Righto. So next up, we hit our balloon line here, roll for an event, and we have a 12 again, which is enemy aircraft, and we have 1 enemy aircraft. So the first thing we're going to do is roll for detection. So again, we roll an 11, 12, 13, grab an enemy aircraft. It's going to be Edward is a 12, so that negates that. So we're back down to 11, which is a 10. You spot the enemy first again. So yeah, we're going to evade. So that was easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move our track. Okay, Sector F, we are now in the trenches, our side at least. And trenches, we're looking at a 9 to 12 for an event. No event. So we go to the mission objective. Righto, so the first thing that's going to happen is a flight event. And this is going to be again a 9 to 12. Whoops, sorry. And it's not, it's an 8, thank God. And then we have artillery. So let's come over here. Okay. So, arty. I know you're here somewhere. Initiative, combat. No, I think it's on this one. Ah, yeah. Okay, so there's no DRM for this, so let's just see what the arty's like. We get a 6. It's heavy. 3 attacks against our aircraft. Okay. So first up will be Ernst. No hits. Werner. No hits. Bruno. 1 potential hit. So we want a 5 or less. And we do, so no damage. And 2-seater. No hits. Right, oh. So that is good. Da, 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 da. Okay, now let's just pull the book so I can do a quick combat 9. No, that's not that. Where are we? Ground target attacks. Photo and artillery spotting. To make the attempt, use the following steps. Performed by players 2-seater aircraft as an attack action during a combat round when the flight is in the appropriate target. Place the flight on the initiative track, and rolling initiative are not necessarily as enemy aircraft or ground targets are present. The target sector has its own AA defense, and friendly fighters are in escort role to engage enemy fighters or attack ground targets of opportunity that appear as a result of the event check. Righto, we have 3 attempts. Okay, to make the attempt, use the following steps. So let's just put him down there in 4 to start with. And we don't need to roll for anything else at the moment. He's just in the initiative track, and he is in combat phase 1. Roll on the photo recon artillery spotting table, C14, to determine the target's strength. So this is this one here. It's only a -1 for heavy clouds. So we roll the die 6, we get 6. Okay, so anti-aircraft round 1 is 3, round 2 is 4, round 3 is 5. Okay. So for the first turn, we have 3 coming against our 2-seater. And we have 1 hit, which does nothing. Okay. Then roll that number of dice to an effect. Okay. Roll on the photo recon artillery spotting results. After making the attempt, the 2-seater is placed in the action taken box. Yep. Okay. So we're looking at a roll here and then looking at the artillery support. So the roll is a 5, which would be good. Plus or minus ground skill. His ground skill is a 1, so that makes it a 6. Cloud modifier takes it down 1 for artillery spotting, so we're back to a 5, and that's it. So we have artillery support good. Okay. MTs equals total of successful attempts. So for good, we get 3 mission points. So we move them up. Excuse me. Mission points. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Then he goes into the action taken box. And we go up to round 2. We have to do a combat event check. And here we go. A 7. Any enemy aircraft remain for another combat round. We're not in the enemy rear. We're not in an airfield space or anything like that. So no change. We come back again for round 2. We roll for his arty against him is going to be 4 dice this time. And we have 2 hits for 6. There's nothing else. So it's going to be 1 roll with a +1 for aircraft damage. We get a 5 + 1 is a 6, which is equal, so nothing happens. And then we go back and roll again for his spotting. So 1 die 6, a 3 or a 4 is average. We get 2 points. So we go up to 5. He comes back into the action taken. We go up to the 3rd one. We use up a fuel. So we go down a turn. And we roll for an event, combat event. We get a 7 again. Any enemy aircraft remain for another round, nothing happening. And we come back again. And this is his last turn to try and earn anything. We have 5 dice against him this time for artillery because he's been hanging around for longer. They're starting to get their sights in. And we have 1 hit, which we know is not going to do anything because the max they can roll is a 6, which doesn't do anything to him, but we roll it anyway. We get a 1. He's fine. So we roll our artillery spotting result. Oh, we get a 6 again, which is good, and 3 more points, which takes us up to 8 potential mission points for this. But now remember that this guy must player receives the cumulative points. Crew must survive mission to receive photo recon. So no, doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about that. So all we've got to do now is fly away home. So we've done the mission objective. We just got to get home now. So we take off back to Sector F. We roll for a flight. Flight event. Just getting the right charts up. Okay, so we're in trenches, so 9 to 12. We get 9, so we're in trenches. We roll up to see what the event is, and it's a 9. 8 to 10, ground fire. Okay, roll 1 die 6. We get a 1. So the ground fire is light. 1 A die, follow process as per usual. Okay, 1 die against each aircraft. So against Ernst, nothing. Against Werner, nothing. Bruno, yes. We roll for his damage. It's equal, so nothing happens. And our 2-seater, yes, but again, we roll and nothing happens. Okay. Righto, so we move again, move our turn track, roll for an event is now 11 to 12, and nothing there. Move back to the forest, to the woods, move our turn track, nothing there. Move back to Cambrai, turn track, nothing there. We'll go up to Depot B this time, just for the fun of it. See what's happening there. A 9, nothing happening there. We'll come straight up to the clear ground. Clear terrain. Nothing there. And back to the home airfield. And a 10 is nothing there. But we do have our post-mission event. Large enemy bomber spotted. Your squadron has a rare chance to intercept a large bomber in daytime. The Brits had a large bomber? I didn't think they did. I know that they did, but do they have one in this game? Yes, they do. Dicky Wacker. Look at that. I take it that a large bomber is a heavy bomber. A large enemy bomber. Gotha G or HP 400. There is no detection check before the first round, no combat event checks, and the bomber may break off. Surviving friendly aircraft return to base. Well, in fact, we can't do this because it's too early in the war for heavy bombers. So I'm not worried about that. So nothing happens. And that can go up there. So looking at our post-mission phase. Determine MPs gained or lost. And what we have is, I'm just putting my hairy planes back and the two-seater back. Ugh. Two-seater goes up there. Okay. We ended up with 8 mission points, which is great. Spend MPs. We had no fighters destroyed, no aircraft destroyed, no targets destroyed. We got the points. Flight landed. No, that's all fine. Okay, so what do we want to do? We have 8 to spend. So we can't get 3 points straight up. So we can get 2 campaign VP straight up. That's going to cost us 4. So we're going to do that. That takes us up to 3 VP and brings us down to 4 mission points still to go. We don't have any aircraft to repair. It's too early in the war, as far as I'm concerned, for us to upgrade aircraft at the moment. So we get our other pilot back, Carl. That's fine. He's our 1-1 now, so he can come all the way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're allowed to have 8 aircraft, I believe. Post-market, pick nationality, draw 8 random fighters. So we've got replace aircraft 2. So we can do that. So let's get us another Type 1 aircraft. Tier 1, I should say. And we got Franz, who is a 00. So that's 2, so leaving us with 2. So I think we'll get another aircraft, and that gets rid of all of our mission points. And that'll take us up to our 8 total aircraft again. And we get Manfred von Richthofen. Is a 2-2. So we're starting to get some good bloody experience there. Okay. Turn marker goes back to zip. Campaign mission stays there. I think what we'll do is we'll draw the next mission and see what it is. And it's going to be artillery spotting again. 3 fighters and a 2-seater. Okay, so it's going to be the same thing again. We'll roll up for our target. 2 die 6. 8, sounds familiar. E this time. So sector E will be our mission. Our weather will be a 5, which is heavy clouds. So it's a -2 for our artillery spotting. I think I remembered the -1 every time else. So I'll put the mission tracker up to mission 3 and we are good to go. Let's just pick our aircraft. We have 3 fighters. So we'll take Manfred. We'll take Werner. So we've got a 2-2, a 1-0, and I'm going to take Oswald. That's our 3 fighters who's a 0-0. Because I've already skilled this bloke up. He's already at a 2. If I can skill Werner up, if need be, then we're doing good. And we need a 2-seater again. So let's have a look. And we'll go with this guy. And this time he is a 0-0. And that's it. So we're all set for mission 3 when we get back to it. So we did Sector F last time. We're going to do the same thing in Sector E this time. And hopefully it may be just as successful. So we're a quarter of the way through for our campaign. But we're not a quarter of a way through for our victory points yet. So I think we're going to have to, may well have to take on some aircraft and stuff. But we'll see what happens. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.